Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. We're going to sneak in on it, one of our 4x4 Diesel workshop partners, and see what's going on here by surprise. What's going on here? My God, what's going on here? This isn't a Toyota. What's going on here?
Oh,
What do we got here? Mercedes
V6 CDI on a Vito van.
Oh.
Very rare to have a Vito van with a V6 diesel. Big problem. See this?
The oil cooler, yeah.
Oil cooler sits right in the valley.
Yeah.
And the oil seal at around about 200 to 220,000 Ks, they start to leak. And then it fills up all on the inside here and leak to the back. And this car is totally wet at the bottom.
You know, there always seems to be problems with cars, like V6s or V8s or four cylinders where, you know, you've got the inlet manifold and there's some sort of leaks, whether it's different materials heating up at different rates causing oil leaks, coolant leaks and that. But that's a bit of a... so what year is this vehicle?
It's a 2009. It's a
So
common...
it's not that old, 10, 11 years. Oh, so the rubber's gone a bit hard?
Yeah, it's still soft, but they've lost the memory.
Enough to leak, yeah.
Yeah, common fault with this. So the new one we put in is a bigger improvement.
Yeah,
it's a
so they
purple
change
one.
it, you do?
Yeah. So Mercedes knows about this issue.
Looks like a fun job.
Oh, big job.
How long have you been working on it?
Oh, just stripping it down will be over a day. A lot of crunchy parts. This vehicle has done 300,000 Ks, so it's done well.
So what do you prefer to work on, mate? Prados or Mercedes?
This one, this.
Very good. So that's a lot of work. Just oil, yeah? Oil or coolant? No, it's just oil there. Yeah.
Oil goes into here, and there's also another coolant track that runs around it.
Right.
Very similar to the 1KD on the side.
So was that all working okay? That was just the oil that was leaking out.
Oil and coolant leaking out.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Fun and games. I remember one of the issues actually with the V6, the Holden V6 engines. What was going on there? You'd see a bit of, like you'd think head gasket naturally, because you see a bit of water in the coolant when you take the radiator cap off. And but what it was they had a problem between the inlet manifold and the head heating and cooling, and the coolant would get into the water, the engine oil system as well. So, bada bing, look at that, eh? And so similar, it reminds me also to, like where the injectors and that go in, on even the four-cylinder engines, where the spark plug coils and stuff, even when it was leads, even before that, where the seals in the middle, the round seal in the middle around the spark plug, those seals used to go hard and leak, and those spark plug, those tubes used to fill up with oil as well. Something else that used to happen. So it happens on the Magners as well, all sorts of brands on the V6 Magners and that. So yeah, you go pull the leads out to change the plugs and oil comes out. So all very similar issues that I know nothing about, because I only work on Toyotas, and not very many of those either. So all this work just for an oil. Have you noticed anything else while you're in here that people, not that anyone watching this video is probably going to, you know, care too much about Mercedes stuff, but anyway.
So when we go deep down like this, we change all the gaskets on it, because you get to certain gasket, especially at the back here in the V areas. It's a lot of work to pull everything out. So we spent probably about $500 so far getting the gasket and changing it over.
Just on gaskets, so they're dearer than Toyota gaskets. Go.
So this is the bag of goodies, or box of goodies.
Wow, that's all right, huh?
All
$500 for it.
genuine parts.
Nice. So how many Ks is this done?
300,000.
So 300, okay.
Everything else is in really good working order, including the turbo itself.
What about glow plugs and stuff like that on these?
We don't find much issue with them.
Yeah, okay.
What we tend to find is the glow plug relay controller. They tend to let go.
No, yeah.
Some has let go at 100 valves, some has let go at 150.
There you go, fun and games. So it takes a bit of time to see. I can see you got the manifold there, get it all nice and clean, and you got it all taped up nicely, nice and neat. All right. Well, I say bada bing, guys. There you go. We just sort of show you how much fun it is working on Mercedes. And bada bing. There you go. You've got to be glad you don't have one of them. So, can I ask one other question before we go? What sort of dollar value is this? I mean, it's a big job. How many, so a day to strip it, how many days are we talking, or ballpark rough idea on money, what we're talking about to do a repair like this?
In terms of labour itself, you're looking at least 2,000 and upwards, depending on what we
cheap to
find.
me, yeah. Plus parts, plus gaskets and
parts.
coolant and oil or whatever, yeah. So it could be, 2 to 3 grand or whatever.
Normally on the van, it takes a lot longer. On the sedan and on the ML model, a bit more access, it's easier.
Sweet. All right. Bada bing. All right. I'm glad I don't work on them. And let's do what we've got to do, and I'm out of here. All right, guys. Catch up. If you haven't already, subscribe. Turn that bell on. Make sure you don't miss the important bit of information. There won't be too much stuff on these sorts of things. Just every now and then when we do a surprise visit, we'll show you what else might be happening or anything important. So something to be aware of on the V6s. On the Mercedes have these sorts of little issues as well. So you can be pretty happy with your Toyota that they don't have any sort of issues like this really. So there you go. All right, we're out of here. Have a nice day, guys. See ya.